Revelation 676. From the 21st of November 1938. Knowledge is power. Earthly wisdom. Spiritual knowledge. New opportunities will always present themselves, which correspond to the will of the Lord, often not recognizable at first, but later visibly connected with the will of the Lord. Therefore, pay attention to the constant change around you, and remain devoted to the Lord in constant love, then a success will be sure for you, where you would not dream of it. Every single link of a chain must be forged, and without effort, nothing can be achieved, and likewise, in uninterrupted sequence, link after link of spiritual truths must join together to make a coherent whole. And so the Lord proclaims the following to you today: knowledge is power. If man rejects earthly wisdom, then it is to be expected that also all earthly advantage is granted to him only in small measure. Ignorant he will go through life and will never be able to reach power, reputation and honor, if he ignores everything that helps him to knowledge. But the right light, the spiritual knowledge, will be recognized in its full beneficial effect only by those who strive to enrich themselves more and more. Man will only become alive when his knowledge, which is imparted to him by the Spirit of God within him, is utilized to remedy the spiritual blindness of his fellow men. So infinitely many people shall be helped to tread the path of light, and they shall be taught a right knowledge about the love and wisdom of God. But this again can only happen when the teacher himself has acquired a knowledge which enables him to spread his knowledge, and therefore hardly a truth from above receiver will be content to only benefit from it himself, but will only be completely satisfied when he can communicate his knowledge as often as possible where it is necessary to point the soul, which is erring, to the right way. And likewise also the earthly knowing will always try to make use of his knowledge, otherwise this would be worthless for him as for the world. For what man knows, only then gains value, if it can be used accordingly for mankind. Thus also the spiritual knowledge will be able to assert itself only if the blessing is fully recognizable, which was assured to the spiritual knowledge as a constant companion by God and is also fulfilled, where one is willing to accept the spiritual truth. Nothing is without purpose and aim, which is shown to men by the Lord and Creator of heaven and earth. And so all earthly wisdom will rather still perish, but never the divine word, which is the epitome of all wisdom out of God. And therefore only he can gain wisdom who always receives it and absorbs it with his heart, who does not think of earthly advantage, but has only his eternal salvation in mind. Because his knowledge will be increased in such a rich measure that even the wisest earthly scholar is far behind him, since his knowledge is transient and therefore also useless for eternity. Amen.